well, this is my Super FC. We're an international family, so when I saw an international tractor for sale and they were going to scrap it, I thought I'd have it. What a mistake that was. Not really, but I've gone through all the HT leads, just, you know, made sure they're all, well, cleaned them all up because none of them had any continuity. Replaced one of them. Been looking for a radiator cap. One we had flew off down the motorway. We're going to get into that. That car's meant to have 2 floats on it. There's the other one. And I'm going to have to redo that myself because I can't find anyone who wants to. All good fun. Had a new spark plug, so it sees when we did it. So freed that off. These new tyres, it's a right old bit of kit this is. 9 by 36, I believe. You can challenge me if I'm wrong because I ain't got a clue. Fronts as well it needs. It's got a good old fix here of just whack a rag in it so it don't get water in her. I have no clue if any electrics work, but we'll find out soon enough. So, well, yeah, everything else moves. Petrol tanks, well, bloody clean for what it is, to be fair. It's absolutely mint. But yeah, gotta have a go at fixing this. I've had it for 6 months, and perfectly honest, the lack of parts and any English documentation has put me off, to be perfectly honest. I haven't really done much with it, but I'm gonna give it a go. So our first thing will be sorting this carb. This float is bent, dented inwards. This float is, well, the only support it's giving is emotional because it's not even attached, to be perfectly honest. I couldn't get a new carb if I wanted because it's got this odd design. I bought a new carb, a Super C carb instead of a Super FC, but it said it was fit. And that didn't fit, we'll put it that way. Didn't fit, and linkages were different, and it was a right old bit of fun. Seats fell off, but that's back there. It's got a riveted plate on it. Yeah, should be fine. Did have motorbike indicators on it, so I imagine another young lad used to own it, because they obviously couldn't find the decal set. Less so did they actually know what international was, because they've traced over IH, which you can barely see there, and just did that because that's what they thought it was. But they've kept it in a pieces. Well, they've kept it in enough pieces for me to sort out. So what matters? Had this abomination of a hitch on it. That slotted on that, which went right there with a bunch of U-bolts and shackles and various little bits of kit in, which, to be perfectly honest, it's just terrifying to assume that might have gone down the road at one point. Not very well, because it bent, and it bent this out, so I have to put that back. That's meant to be a straight U, not whatever that is. Every seal's a bit leaky, but that's what oil's for, isn't it? That's why you buy a 20-litre drum. Needs a 6-volt battery. The battery tray was someone's lid to an old tin box. Needs a new battery tray, and it needs a 6-volt battery, which, as everything on this tractor, is expensive. But when you buy a 400 quid tractor, you got to expect to spend at least 4 grand in parts. So it's all good fun. No, it needs a bit of work, but it turns over. It's got good compression. And, well, everything moves, which gives you hope. So as of right now, it needs the carb doing, which is first on the agenda. It needs a battery putting in and the electrics run through. It needs new tyres on it. It needs topping up on all oils. Then it needs driving around. But first, it's just carb, put some engine oil in it, see if it goes. Well, there'll be a lot more to it than that, but that's the dumbing down of it. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's my Super FC in all her glory. Never seen one be honest, but this is the first. But that's her in all her diminished glory. But we'll bring her back to life soon enough, I'm sure. No, yeah, if anyone's got any advice on it, please help, because I ain't got a clue when it comes to this tractor. No one I know has ever seen or heard of it, and the man I know is someone with many vintage tractors with many Farmalls, and he's 90 or so odd years, and he's never even heard of the thing, which is a bit scary. Yep, no, right, that's all. Thank you for listening.